Hey, what up, Decisive Marketer? So today we're going to be talking about Pinchat, and I kind of like this too. It's somewhat like Talk To, but way better, right? And before I dive into Pinchat, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you like to see more digital marketing and e-commerce content. Here we go. So Pinchat is a live chat tool, and the cool thing about Pinchat, it works a little bit like intercom in the sense that uh, when you reply a little bit later, what happens is that the user will receive an email with a pin that they can access and continue the conversation from there. So I think this feature is missing in a lot of live chat tools. So what happens is that when the visitor is, has exited the website, or is no longer, looking at the chat or whatever it is, then the chat messages gets lost basically. So I think that Pinchat kind of fills that gap in here, and that's why I think it's very useful. And it also has a chatbot and other features built in, right? So we're gonna look at it right now. So what happens is that you can create a chat room. So a chat room is like a um, usually it's more like a website or a business that you manage. So you can have one chat room installed on multiple websites of the same business. So you can do something like that. Okay, so we're going to jump in right now. So the first thing is that you can have also a QR code. So you can print this on somewhere. You can print this on a your name card or whatever it is, and people can send you messages through Pinchat itself. And you can also share a link if you want to, right? And then you can jump into the chat room. So this is where you manage all the chats, right? So when customers come in and speak to you, let me just jump back in here first. We'll come to that later on. So you have a chat room, and all the messages that comes in, you can reply to that. Okay, so this is the page itself, where your users will interact with you, right? So they'll just put in their emails, and then uh, you can also not have the pinbot page. So let me just take a look at what that is. Let me just go to the page itself, and I believe it just goes in and have a chat directly. So if you then turn this on, then they would have to put in their email to speak with you. So they will load this particular page itself first before they can speak to you. Alright, let me just open up incognito. Right, so you get something like that. Okay, so you can change the background, of course. You can customize stuff like this in here, like the welcome message, the chat button text, and then the nickname, whether you want to have a nickname or not. So this one will be nickname, and is it email format, right? So if you don't want that, you can turn this on. Then you would then ask for an email, or you can ask for social security number. So I don't think that's a very good idea. But alphanumeric format. So this is you can change the text, right? So please enter your name or something like that. Okay, and then you can have a phone number as well, so that you can call the customer or whatever it is. Okay, and then you can put your own logo as well, so you can change that up. You can also remove, right? So this is great then, because it's now sort of like white label in a sense. So that's the benefit. Okay, of course we got to see if there's a way to have a different URL for this. and then we can actually use this for clients as well. Okay, so we have your theme colors, so you can change the color of the button right here, as well as the outline of the fill box for the nickname. And you can change the the background image. You can put your own as well. Okay, and then the interactive button, right? So these are the buttons below where you can put in your social media. Maybe we can have like Instagram, right? Maybe we'll try and have a camera emoji, see if that works. Okay, so we're gonna put this in here, see if we can have that. Okay, then I'm gonna put in my Instagram profile. Okay, so then we have, you can have emojis in there as well, so that's nice. Let's copy this again on incognito, see if it works correctly. There we go. Okay, but oops, my bad, let me just accidentally closed everything. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we have the chat room. We've covered the pin board. So the buttons over here, they have, the downside is that they all have to be on the same color scheme right here. Okay, and then you have the next will be the chat room settings. Okay, so chat room settings right here. You can customize the URL. This one right here. Okay, I think this can only be customized when you are creating it, because I've already created it, so that's why I don't think it works. So you can change your own display name, the chat room's name as well, the avatar, your status, and whether you have an offline message, whether you can send files, image, videos, location, and voice messages as well. And then you can change the default message, and you can also ask for email, phone number, right? You can ask for date, time, or text message, things like that as well. So I think email will be nice. And then you can save chat room pop-up on the okay. So what happens is, let's say if you don't have the request reply message, you can turn the save chat room pop up. So when they exit the um, the chat room, it will actually suggest them to, hey, do you want to put in your email, and then so that you can come back to the same conversation later. Okay, not just when they exit, but I think it sort of periodically ask them to put in their email, and then whether you want to have read receipts as well as so with read receipts, it looks like WhatsApp or Telegram, right? Next is status settings. So if turned on, a round dot will appear on the top of the chat. Okay, so this will show that it's active. Okay, I think that's the same thing we have covered, right? So it's just the advanced settings right here. Okay, so that is the chat room settings. Okay, then there is a advanced settings right here. So with the advanced settings, this is where it gets a little bit more powerful. Okay, so first thing, you can choose the different kind of the widget style that you want. Okay, or a large button at the bottom. I think this is more like a mobile site that you want to use this. Otherwise, I will go with the rounded or one of the rectangle ones. Okay, so the downside is it does not have an option to choose the location, because sometimes you may want to have the widget on the bottom left, or the bottom right. So I think that should. But the good thing is that we can change button icon. So I like to do that because then I can switch it out to like the intercom looking one so that it looks even more premium, right? But that's all up to you. You can also customize the color exactly as you want it to be. Okay, right? So you can do that as well. Next is survey settings, right? So you can ask questions. Uh, you can create like a feedback when they try to exit. You can ask different questions. Okay. Uh, Let me just. Okay, we'll just test. Thanks. Okay. Thanks. Okay. Then you can ask questions in here. So then you can have a multiple choice or a 5-star rating or a user input. Okay, so you can have like, what do you think about our, what what's your experience, contacting our customer support, something like that. Okay, so like you can have like a CSAT, right? C Customer Satisfaction Survey, right? So you can do that, and then your sub account. Okay, so you can have your team member to log in by this link right here, right? Or your clients to log in by the link, and then you can also have a chatbot. So this is where it's pretty cool. Okay, just gonna name it as test for now. You can create your own chatbot in here. Okay, so so you can activate the chatbot as soon as the user join the chat, or when the user enters a particular keyword, and choose when to notify you. Okay, you can have you know when there are some trigger keywords, or whenever you receive a message. Okay, so you can have a text message, so you can put in the keyword, and then you can, so this particular keyword will then have an auto respond in here, and you can have a image, a title, the content, and then quick reply messages will be sent with quick reply keywords. Okay, so that means there will be some buttons in here, so you can put some buttons. So for example, maybe you can ask them, who do you want to contact, right? Customer support or sales, and then you can put that in, and then you can have a uh, trigger the message, which is what you fill in right here. Okay, right? You can just, okay, so yeah, so this is what the user will send to you when they click on the button, and then you put in the trigger message. Okay, let me see. Okay, so what happens is, I think how it works is like this, right? So let's say I put a button in here, and then I have to create another message, and then I put that in there. Okay, so this one, I'll just put in the content, and then I turn off the quick reply message, right? So let's say it's like hello. Okay, then I save it. Okay, so what happens is that when someone clicks on the button, I can then automatically reply with this message right here, something like that. So who do you is this about sales or customer support? Okay, so for example, then you have quick reply message, you have tool, you have customer support, and then sales. Okay, then I'll just display the same text. So display means the message that you receive from the user, right? Okay. You can actually, what happens is that you can don't just put this as none. You can just set this to the message. Okay, something like that. Okay, there we go. So what happens is that when they click on okay, I got to put in the trigger. Okay, so what happens is that when they click on sales, uh, they will then receive this message which says hello. Okay, all right, and then just kind of create the flow from here. You can have a carousel template message as well. So this one, so I guess this will be good for like products. Okay, you can have that as well. So this the chatbot is more like action or keyword triggered base. All right, that means they click on a button, then you reply. So it's quite simple at the moment. Okay, and then we will have the button template message, which you can have it as a link. Okay, so that's the difference between the button message and the text image message. Okay, so when maybe certain keywords are not recognized, you can send a different message in here. So that's the chatbot. Okay, it's quite simple at the moment, I would say. But I think for most cases, it serves the purpose. And then we have WhatsApp integration right here. Okay, WhatsApp integration. Okay, so you got to set that up, right? You're getting the WhatsApp API, right? Okay, and then the good thing right here you can see is the custom domain. So you can set up your own custom domain. Then so that means this tool itself is also fully white labeled, so you can have this you can sell this as a service to your to your clients as well. Okay, so you can put in the custom domain, set the DNS records, activate the custom domain, pretty much quite straightforward. And then you can also set up a custom meta title, description, and the image as well. Okay, and then you can see all the users that have contacted you in here, right? Because I don't have anyone yet. And then you can look at the analytics over here, and then you can see all the chat room that you have right here. Okay, and I guess that is and then of course you can ask for payment as well, but you gotta set up your PayPal, Stripe, or Line Pay. And let me see if there's anything else to cover right here. And I guess pretty much that's all right. So looks like the free plan gives you 1,000 messages a month, so that will be useful. And I guess that's all I have to share about Pinchat. Seems like a great tool right here that I think everyone needs visitors wants to connect with people nowadays, and I think tools like this are very, very important, right? So anyway, that's all I have to share about Pinchat. If you enjoyed this video, do give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think about Pinchat in the comments below. Lastly, if you know anyone who could benefit from Pinchat, be sure to share this video with them. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.